Let's go make this precious lab coat from Daddy's old dress shirt. But first, always remember to share this so it will save to your profile and you can find it when you're looking for it again later. This is the sweetest project. I started with one of my husband's dress shirts that are yellowed, stained, that he can't wear anymore. First thing we're gonna do is take our pinking shears. Now these are my spring action pinking shears. I've told y'all about these before. If you like pinking shear projects but they hurt your hands, these are perfect. I love the look of pinking shears, but they hurt my hands to squeeze them. And somebody emailed me and told me about these, and y'all are genius. So I'm gonna cut the collar off. And literally, I'm just cutting the collar. Do you see that? And I'm gonna cut all the way across. Now I wanna cut the bottom off. I've already made one, and I took it home and tried it on the little ladies to see if it fit, and I had to take it up a little bit before I filmed it for y'all because I wanted to give y'all some measurements. And I know everybody's dress shirt is gonna be a different size, so I'm gonna measure from the tag down to the bottom and tell you how long it is instead of telling you how much I'm gonna cut off. From just under the collar, right at the top of the tag, to the bottom of this shirt is 23 inches. So now let me cut this other one off to match that one. I'm gonna button it up, and I'm not marking it or anything. I'm just cutting it. You can obviously mark it if you want to. I'm not worried if mine's exactly straight. I mean, I'm gonna try to get it straight, but I'm not measuring mine again. I'm just gonna lay one on top of the other and cut it off. Now, I cut mine off with pinking shears because I'm not hemming it or anything, but you could obviously turn it under and hem it, or turn it under and under again and hem it if you wanted to. I'm not doing that, but now I'm not telling you not to if that's what you want to do. Okay, and now I took the shirt up. Do you see how much I took it up? All of this I took in. So the next thing you're gonna do is cut the sleeves off. Now my sleeves are, let me measure how long they are from the shoulder down. Well, not 48 inches. From the shoulder down is right at 12 inches. And again, I'm not hemming mine, so I'm using pinking shears. You can use whatever you have, or you can hem it if you want to. I am lining up the shoulder with the shoulder and measuring 12 inches from the shoulder down because we're going to take this in. And I'm just folding it over so that it's the same. Cutting the other side off. Now I'm going to turn the shirt inside out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sew up the side and down the arm. Do you see how I took this one up? I just sewed up the side and down the arm, and then I cut it with some pinking shears. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. The first time I did it, I thought I had come in a long way, and I came in about probably 2 inches on each side, which is actually 4 inches because it was 2 from the front and 2 from the back on both sides. And when I put it on Olivia, it was still too big, so I took it in some more. And the width of mine from the back right now is about 16.5 inches. That's from unfinished edge to unfinished edge. But you can do exactly what I did. You can try it on them and take it up some more if you need to. I'm gonna turn this one inside out, and then I'm gonna measure, and I'm gonna mark, and I'm gonna sew. So I'm basically coming straight up from the bottom to where the underarm of the shirt meets the chest of the shirt. I'm coming straight up and then going straight out. So out of my shirt, I'm probably cutting 3 inches or so off of each side. Up and out. Now I'm not marking mine or pinning it or clipping it. I'm just gonna sew it, but I am going to draw me a line on my sewing machine. I'll show you that in just a second. I'm gonna button my shirt up, or mostly button it, so it will kind of stay flat. I think that will help me. And now, I wanna come in about 3 inches on each side. I think, let me measure this. No, I'm coming in about 4 inches on each side. And it's not exact, and if it's too big, you can always take it up. But I'm gonna lay my measuring tape here and draw me a line, and that's 4 inches. This is 4 inches from the center of my presser foot, and that's what I'm gonna use to guide my shirt through there. Now, when I get to the underarm part, I only want to take in 3 inches because if I take in 4 inches, it's going to be a skinny, skinny arm. So I'm going to mark this at 3 inches too. And you don't have to write on your sewing machine if you don't want to. But if you want to, a little fingernail polish remover probably will get it off. So I'm going to start at the bottom of my shirt. I'm going to line it up with this first line that I made that's 4 inches. I'm going to stitch and back stitch. And I'm going to follow my shirt until I get to the underarm on this line right here. My little ladies wear a size 4T, if that's helpful for sizing. So I'm at the underarm now where it turns, and I'm now going to guide it with the 3-inch mark down the side of the arm. And the pinking shears are linked in both my Amazon and my Walmart storefront. That's linked in this caption if you're looking for them. So this is what I have. Do you see that? I've sewn this at 4 inches, and then where it turned, I came down and sewed that at 3 inches. Now I'm just going to take my pinking shears and I'm going to cut that off. I'm not hemming the inside of mine either, but you can if you want to. Now I'm going to go and do the same thing to the other side. I'm making a lab coat because I have a white shirt, but y'all, I can see this as a whole bunch of different costumes. Really, the sky's the limit. What all do you think we could make from a dress shirt? I'm really excited to see the things y'all make because I know they're going to be amazing. Now I'm going to unbutton it and turn it right side out again. I'm not hemming the inside of mine. If you want to, I want you to. I'm just not going to, which is why I cut it with pinking shears, but you absolutely can. I took the one home the other night to have the girls try it on, and Timothy was thrilled that I had made them a dress up something from one of his old dress shirts. It's so sweet. Okay, so here's the front of our coat. Now, we know that it fits. I want to put a red cross on it. I mean, it is a doctor's coat, but it could be anything you wanted, I suppose. I'm going to use some felt for my cross because I think it's going to be really cute, and I love that it stands up and it's a little bit fluffy for the little ladies, but you could use plain cotton fabric if you wanted to. Oh my goodness, look how cute. Now, I'm just going to stitch that on right here. I'm just stitching it on with a straight stitch. If you don't want it to fray, you can use a zigzag. If you're using cotton and you're worried about the fraying, definitely use a zigzag. I'm not worried about the fraying, and I really like it. Plus, I've used the pinking shears, and it's felt, so mine's going to be fine. I am going to change my thread to red, though. So many questions about when you should change your bobbin thread. If your bobbin is not going to show, then you don't have to change your bobbin thread. And the bobbin is not going to show on this project. Plus, my shirt is white, so it would be fine anyway. But your bobbin thread should only show up on the underside of whatever you've sewn. If your bobbin thread is showing up on the top, you've got a different problem. I hardly ever change my bobbin thread because I hardly ever do a project where you can see the thread on both sides. Now, I'm not pinning mine, but you absolutely can if you want to. This is going to be so cute. And I'm just going to straight stitch all the way around. Back stitching when I start and when I stop because my grandma said so. I'm already thinking a dog bone. It could be a vet coat, a USPS logo. It could be a mailman. And if you had a different color shirt, the sky really is the limit. Oh my goodness, look how cute this is. And super sentimental too. The most precious doctor's coat just in time for Halloween. I'm going to go make my second one. You go make yours. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.